My name is Daniel Fowler. I'm with IntelliHealth Solutions Incorporated. I want to talk to you a little bit about my company today. We're a healthcare product and service company. We aim to provide integrated healthcare solutions to patients and caregivers, and we want to do this with innovative testing, diagnosis, and monitoring capabilities based on cellular and mobile devices. Basically, we want to leverage technology to create intelligent healthcare solutions. So how do we do this, you ask? Well, first let me tell you why I want to do this. Recently, my 87-year-old Aunt Della had to go into a nursing home. She needed care that we couldn't provide her any longer. This caused some anxiety not only for Della, but for us as well. As we were searching for the right healthcare facility, we found out that some don't provide skilled nursing and other healthcare on-site. This immediately put up a red flag for us because we want Aunt Della to get the best care that she can get. So we started looking for facilities that offered this care. What we ended up doing is putting her in a facility that offered skilled nursing and on-site health care. The problem was it was a little outside of our budget, but how do you balance the love and the care for a loved one and the price and budget that you've got to work within? This got me thinking, isn't there a way to develop a product that could meet both needs, provide care to those in need, and do it at a low cost? Right now, those facilities that don't have on-site medical care end up transporting frail patients like my aunt via ambulance just to go to the emergency room for a simple doctor visit or even for regular monitoring of their blood and other metabolic functions. This just wasn't acceptable to us, and this is why we ended up putting her in a facility that had on-site health care. So let me tell you a little bit about IntelliHealth Solutions. Our vision is healthcare everywhere, whether it's in an assisted living center or a rural area or in your home maybe eventually. We really want to focus on where medicine can go in the future. And by doing that, we want to create technology that integrates healthcare and internet and connects patients and doctors. So not just telehealth solutions, but also point of care solutions. And that's our solution that we have today. We intend on being the market leader for blood chemistry testing and enabling all of the technology that we create for telemedicine. We believe that our device will disrupt the market, and we expect widespread adoption, especially by nursing homes and assisted care centers. So a little bit about our testing devices and the idea that we have. Basically, what we want to do is take a cell phone like this and turn it into a point of care diagnostic testing device. What we want to do is be able to create something that integrates with the technology that already exists, whether it's a tablet or a cell phone, and that can be used to test blood and other body fluids to see if there are signs of disease or metabolic dysfunction. And so what we'll be able to do is create a device that requires minimal training. It has lab quality results that are on screen in minutes, not hours or even days if you have to send off the sample to a laboratory. It'll also be able to upload information into an electronic medical record and send that information to a caregiver such as a doctor, a nurse, or even a family member. It'll also display patient information, which allows the caregiver to efficiently interface with the patient as well as remote medical staff. So it would allow voice, text, email, even video conferencing to allow people to interact in a way that they haven't before. So that's a little bit about the testing device. There will be also testing supplies. Those will be disposable cartridges. They rely upon microfluidic chambers and channels that just with a few drops of blood or body fluid be able to provide the test that we need. And then we also have future products that we expect to offer as well. We want to offer electronic medical record software. We believe that this will allow functionality in billing systems integration, automated reminders, e-prescriptions, medication tracking, and automated record updating. And we think we can develop software that will be able to interface with both Microsoft and Android platforms, something that's not out there today. We also want to offer data warehousing. This is a cloud-based healthcare data warehousing solution that allows healthcare provider companies to have access to their data whenever they want, and they don't need complicated hardware or IT support. It allows those organizations that have multiple facilities to look at what's going on across the facilities and find cost-effective ways to treat patients and care for them. And then we also want to leverage our data warehousing for medical data supplies. We want to take that healthcare data that's stored in our warehouse and leverage it for academic and consumer product goods studies. We'll do this on a subscription basis, and we think this is something that is an innovation that will be able to, a lot of people will be able to take advantage of. So a little bit about the industry itself. In the U.S., the healthcare reform actually has boosted the patient base, and it's having a direct impact on the number of test equipment and testing supplies that are needed. Overall, the medical devices industry is poised for a healthy growth, and it's impacted by a few external factors. For instance, physician visits are expected to rise due to demographic and insurance changes. The number of adults 65 and older will continue to rise, especially due to medical advancements. And increased healthcare funding and expenditures are on the rise. You add that to the value of the dollar increasing, and it puts pressure on the market from imports. So we'll be able to compete better. The shortened product life cycle and high cost of developing new technology has driven some industry consolidation. However, the small companies are emerging in niche markets, and that's actually what's generating a lot of the industry growth. We think that our product is innovative and disruptive, and while we realize there is significant competition in the manufacturing market, there's good indication that small companies are successful at not only introducing new products, but also sustaining market share. And so we think that we could be a significant market entrant in this. So a little bit about our target market. The United States nursing homes, there's approximately 15,000 nursing homes in the U.S. Right now, I talked about the demographic of older people growing. It's expected to grow at 3.3% over the next 5 years, and by 2020 there'll be 6.6 million people in the U.S. that are over 85. A lot of these people are going to need health care. A lot of these people are expecting more for less, and this product that we're developing plays right into that. The residential care industry revenue is expected to grow at 2.7%, which is about 0.6% above the estimated GDP growth for the same time frame, which is great. So obviously, you can see that there's a healthy growth market, a stable revenue, and a long-term customer base that will allow us to have stable revenue of our own as we enter the market. So a little bit about the market opportunities and the competition that we see out there. As you can see, the competition there on the left, there's some significant players in the market. Obviously, these are big companies, but we think we have a product idea that they haven't tapped into, that they're not using, and a part of the market that they haven't tapped into. As you can note there in the point-of-care diagnostics market, globally, we had about $23 billion globally in 2015. Of that, 2/5 of that was accounted for by North America. By 2022, $43.3 billion market for global point-of-care diagnostics. So you can see there's a CAGR of 9.4%. Very healthy, very stable, and allows us to have a good outlook on where we want to go with the company. A little bit about our management team. Right now, I'm the president and CEO. and we're actively searching for a Chief Technology Officer. And the expectation there is that that technology officer will come in and understand the medical device market and development for that. From my background, I have over 20 years of finance experience. Most of that was within the Boeing company. I ended as a senior manager of domestic payroll, U.S.-based payroll. And we paid about 150,000 people annually, and we had multiple billion-dollar payroll that I was in charge of. So I have a strong finance background and an increasing level of leadership roles that I've been able to enjoy over the years. Just to touch on our financials for a moment, you can see here that gross sales for both product lines, testing devices and testing supplies, are healthy. We expect most of the revenue to come from testing supplies, much like you think of printers and ink. Printers are sold fairly cheap, but the ink is where they get you. And so that's kind of the same concept that we have here. Over time, you can see that our gross sales start in 2020 at 8.6 million and grow to about 38.2 million in 2024. So this is a very conservative estimate. We're only estimating that we will have a 1% market penetration by the end of year 5. And then while we don't show it here, we expect by the end of year 7 to have a 5% market penetration. So very conservative numbers, but you can see there's a good market for the product that we have to offer. So speaking of the product, how are we going to fund this? Well, we anticipate about 4 rounds of funding. We're going to start with a seed round that'll come from the 2 co-founders, and then we'll go through Series A through C. The initial funding that we're looking for is for product research and development. And we're really emphasizing, like I mentioned earlier, the cell phones and cell phones and mobile devices, to integrate those with current technology for testing. And we'll also be obtaining technology licenses that will allow us to mature our product faster than starting from scratch. In year 2, we expect to continue with the design and development of a working prototype and also do trials in the real environment. And then near the end of the year, a low volume production to start off year 3. In year 3, we expect to move into large scale production and actual product launch at that time. So what is the invitation to you as a business startup? What we're looking for today is a $2.5 million investment. And for this investment, we are going to offer a 10% equity stake in our company and a position on the board of directors. So I hope you found this informative. We look forward to working with you. If you have any questions, please let me know. We look forward to you joining us on this journey. We think it's exciting and something that we can do to spread healthcare in an affordable manner and spark up telemedicine worldwide. Thank you.